What's up guys, Mr. Piper here, and I'm coming to you now with something a little bit different, not just new Cosmo stuff, but this is about the new Astral pack we're getting. So what I wanted to go over with this time is, one is the cards we're getting, and two, there's actually been some text changes on some of the cards, which is useful. So I've got a quick list on the back of this envelope here, so I'll quickly go over it, what we have. So the supers that we have that are new are Lose One Turn, Black Horn of Heaven, Instant Fusion, Graph, Malabranch of the Burning Abyss, Book of Eclipse, Ritual Beasts, the Penguin. We now have Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Twilight, Kinkabayo, Safe Zone, and Toon Mask Sorcerer. The ultis that we have so far are Mystical Space Typhoon and Fiendish Chain. And, sorry, I've got this one, because similar to the channel, another super, Cosmo Town. Finally we got this in holo. So let's have a think about what this is. So the supers, it's an interesting thing, because I hear loads and loads of people being like, Loser Turn needs to be reprinted, but I doubt anyone thought that it would be reprinted as a super in an Astral pack. That caught me by surprise a lot. I was expecting it to maybe be printed, I'm not quite sure, but the Astral pack, yeah, no, fair enough. Getting that pre-printed in a super is a good idea. It will allow people, more budget players, to not spend £15, £20 on a floodgate, which is nice. Other stuff there, things that could use a reprint. The Ritual Beast, nah, okay, yeah, fair, that's not really going to do too much to it. I think one card in there got a reprint maybe, but I can't remember what it is. It might not even have a reprint. Graph is the same as Scarm. In the last Astral pack, that's super, so probably the next Astral pack, Sir, is going to get reprinted in super. Kinkabayo, not quite sure why they've done this, maybe because it's still a £10 super, because it's only been printed once, and it did rise a little bit when the Red Eye stuff came out, for God knows what reason. Toon Mask Sorcerer, kind of the same thing, only been printed once or twice, but was a £10 rare when Toons first came out. So basically all these are reprinting massive price jumps that have been through hype of a deck. Both Toon Mask and Kinkabayo both went up due to Red Eyes and Toons. They went from, say, Kinkabayo was always slightly pricey. Kinkabayo went from about 5 to 10, and Toon went from about 3 to about 10. So yeah, I can understand why they're printing those. What else have we got? So Instant Fusion, I can understand that. We've only got Common and Ultra, I believe, of it so far. So it's nice to have a holo which isn't as nice as the Ultra, but is cheap and can still make your deck a foil instead of using a common. And that's obviously because of Norden. So that's quite cool to have that in there. What else have we got? Book of Eclipse. I guess because when Jinlock was about, I'm not quite sure why they have reprinted this one. Maybe it's just filler, who knows. Cosmo Town, we all know why this is getting a boost, even though it's so early. It's because of all the new Cosmo support. Konami are really pushing this forward. This is going to be the new Burning Abyss for the next two or three sets. It's just going to have more support, and they're going to hollow out other things like that. So probably in the future we're going to get Slip Rider and Forerunner printed in a super as well. This confirms it. What else have we got? Safe Zone. Again, I think this is a filler card. I'm not quite sure why they printed this. I think it has... No, it's had more than one print, I'm sure. But it's now got another reprint, so another easy to get card. What else have we got on there? So Blackluster Twilight. So this card, again, I think is just to promote Dimensions of Chaos with the new BLS stuff coming out. This is going to be in an Astral pack to follow along. Maybe that card's going to be in there as a common. Maybe as a... Yeah, and this will be the holo version of it, which will increase people to go into tournaments or buy Astral packs if they want to build this deck. So, on to interesting ones now. MST and Fiendish Chain as the ultis. These are brilliant ulti choices. And the reason why they're so good is because they're going to generate so much potential of people entering and wanting to get these Astral packs and people buying these Astral packs. Because there is not anyone who does not at least side MST, if not main MST. And it's the final rarity of MST that we've been waiting for, an ultimate rare. And Fiendish Chain's had a super, a common, and a secret, I believe. But ulti, that thing's going to look amazing, and there's still a lot of decks out there that are playing Fiendish Chain. So Knight, Yosenju, Ritual Beast, Volcanics, Clownblade, anything like that, they're still playing Fiendish Chain. And to have this as a rarity bump, a playset of these will look magnificent. I'm going to try and get a playset of this and a playset of MST. So this is really cool. And then two last things I want to talk about regarding the text of some cards. So Lose One Turn has got different text. It's still the same effect, but it's a little more clearer, I believe. I think it's something maybe that it's going to say that the negation effect, or the effect to switch the monster to defense mode, is a separate effect that activates, which means that you can Ghost Ogre, Snow Rabbit, that effect of Lose One Turn, or MST, that effect of Lose One Turn. That is chainable, where the negates a special summon monster for that turn is a continuous floodgate effect. Now, Blackhorn, this is the interesting one. So Blackhorn's text has been errated, so now when your opponent special summons and you activate Blackhorn, you can only negate one of those summon monsters. So, this is now not as good as it was. But, there are other things that this is being sided for. A lot of other things. I mean, people siding this against Infernoids, people siding this against just sort of Clownblade, anything that uses the extra deck or inherent summons, this is always going to be good. And that still is triggering this, basically the summon of anything from the extra or BLS. It only now is not that good against pendulums. And the reason I think they've done this is because it was always confusing. The OCG and the TCG did it differently, and it's pretty much how it was ruled at different judge events is why this got different rulings. I also think they've errated this to push the new pendulum deck that is coming out, plus all the new pendulum support that we're going to be inevitably getting in the next sets. Because if people are going to be running pendulums everywhere, people are going to be siding this at 3 to stop people from doing massive push plays, and now they can do massive push plays with the fear of only one of their monsters being negated and destroyed. So, I don't really mind. I've never been a Blackhorn fan. I mean, it's a good card, but it's never been one that I'd be like, no, they've errated it, I can't negate my 5 pendulum summon monsters that my opponent has put on the field. But that's the reason why I think they've done it personally. I might be wrong, you guys may have a different reason. But that's what I think about the new Astral pack. I'm really happy, I really like this Astral pack. Click subscribe here to see the channel, and check out the shop down below as well. There's some nice tasty gear down there. And let me know what you guys think. If you like this, give it a subscribe, give it a like, comment what you think, and I will see you guys in the future. Mr. Piper, signing out. Bye guys.